We are live.
We're live?
We are live.
We ain't getting no headphones.
I mean, what headphones gonna stretch over there?
You better find some.
Wow.
I can't hear myself.
I mean, you can have these.
It's alright. I ain't got to.
Because I don't even got them over here.
It's alright.
You sure?
Yeah.
We
We
not
started
using
without
them.
headphones, so you know.
All right.
I just like to hear myself talk sometimes.
Oh, okay. Okay. I
Close the
understand.
door.
Yeah, go closer. Get closer.
I mean, that camera right there.
Okay.
Wow. No, the thing was the mirror. He had to move it.
Oh. If we're live, I think I can send out links. Oh, that actually, whoa, that did get quiet. Ha! Try to like it hot. I don't know if y'all seen the,
Flash flood warning.
We're gonna send that there. We're gonna send this here.
Forward.
Push starts.
What was the topic?
Talking about hoes. And
Flows and inflows. We're about to put an
Inflows.
end to hot girl summer. It's over with.
Wait, that's
Finito.
really the topic?
We're talking about hoes and infos.
It's plenty of each.
No, it's sex and HIVs.
No, we gonna talk about it?
I guess so.
Alright.
Right? That's what we're talking about?
I guess you're about to find out, Moody.
I
It's
guess
gonna go down.
I guess we're about to find out.
The topic of the night is R.N.S. gone wild.
Yeah.
So, in 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, everybody, I want to welcome y'all to the most dangerous show on YouTube, R.N.S.
Hit her.
And we are back for another live episode right here in the beautiful World Lane Studios, new location. As you can see, the backgrounds change. Everything's a little different. We are bigger. We are better. We are stronger. If you got any, I mean, you put on a lot of muscle, Sammy. You had it. It's like you had an off season. Remember that one year they was talking about LeBron had fell off.
Wow.
God damn it.
Boy. You know some of my tea?
Oh my God.
It's good.
There, hey, City Boys.
It is. City boy.
And we gonna go ahead and start introducing ourselves. We definitely got a jam-packed show for y'all. All the way over there in the corner.
No, it's
No,
fine.
we definitely want like this.
What's good, everyone? It's your boy Moody Chongo. Uh-oh.
Can't hear me.
Wait, how can you not hear you?
I can't hear me in the headphones.
Say something.
Is the headphones
Big
working?
booty, big booty.
Oh no, I cannot hear you in the headphones either.
Oh, no. We need to get that situated first.
I hear me. I hear Moody. I hear Kay.
Do you hear
Testing,
me in the
testing.
headphones?
Hold
Is
on.
it the mic or is it the headphones?
One more time.
Check.
Okay, I can barely hear you.
So he need to be
I don't
turned
know
up.
if you're coming here, you may need to be turned up. Like Roscoe
All
Dash.
the way turned up.
You made,
Turned down for what?
You made that sound like a Christian song.
Oh, dang.
All the way.
Well, I guess it don't matter though. Can y'all hear me though? And
We can, but the people won't.
well, yeah, this is true.
Okay, now I hear you now.
You hear me?
Yes, very
Okay.
much so.
Everything else still the same?
Yeah, everything else is the same. That's
Bet.
perfect. So let's go ahead and introduce ourselves over there in that corner. Smelling like marijuana.
Oh,
Nah.
no. Not over here, it won't. It will not.
Let's get that.
What's good, everyone? It's your boy Moody Chongo, MOODYCHANGO. Tune in. We're tapping in with the Quiet Storm. You know? I'm just playing.
Moody, cuz you got a movie coming down here, don't you?
I got what?
Yeah, you got a movie coming out?
I got, huh?
Okay.
What's up, y'all? It's Lena. You know what it do. No, I'm playing. Y'all Y'all can follow me on Instagram
Whoa.
at the official Lena with 2 E's.
Y'all know who I am. S. Jenkins 03 on IG. Get down with me. Yo.
And
Look, yeah, you the one on marijuana.
you just caught me up guard. Like just left everything as normal, man. Just said F it.
They know who I am.
Abu Bakr Sadiq. There was no nothing.
No, nothing, man. We getting down.
Well, you already know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on all major platforms at King _ it's _ him. That's not changed. King gets him one word on Snapchat. Don't be weird, because you know the routine.
You like them weird niggas, man.
Like
They
the
be
weird
real. Them
Man,
niggas
them
be
motherfuckers
weird.
So, the title of the show is R.N.S. Gone Wild.
Buck wild.
Buck Wild.
Now, when you say wild, do you mean like Animal Kingdom wild or like 96 Freaknik wild?
You know, I'm going to dedicate this show to the City Boys.
City Boy!
I have no
City
reference in
Boy!
that. I have no reference in that.
This is the end of the Hot Girl Summer, thank goodness.
I don't know nothing about this.
First of all, let's start here. This brother has posted on all over social media, and he said that, and I quote, "In order to have a feminine woman, you must provide comfort," right?
Okay.
She has to be comfortable enough to stay feminine.
Really?
Okay.
So he then goes on to later talk about how women are forced to be put in a masculine role, and that's why women aren't feminine these days. And they're forced to do so. He said that women adapted to become more masculine.
I agree and disagree.
And this is where we start.
Yeah, I agree and disagree.
Please
on certain
elaborate.
parts. Women being forced to do things, I think they chose to be this way, and they followed it as a trend. But there has also been a push for this. Music, media, different things. It's been pushed. So at that point, it starts to become forced.
Who pushed them?
Women, more women, honestly. Women are saying, girl, you don't need him, you this and that, boss up, be this, do that. Here's your examples, look to these people. And those are actually the wrong people to be looking up to.
Okay. How about we hear from the woman herself?
Yes, please.
I was just finna
Oh,
piggyback
you studying in?
off of what he said, but it's also a household thing as well. A lot of women are raising children alone, so they tell their kids, mainly their daughters, don't depend on the man. He ain't gonna do nothing for you. So that's how they grow up like that. Oh, y'all can't hear me?
No, again, just make sure you're in the right spot.
That's how they grow up with that mentality, and so it does go out from other people. They tell their friends. So it's a, how you say that? A word, you pass on the word and it spread. Or
It's a
some
chain
some
reaction.
say, yeah, chain reaction.
So do you think that, because do you think that a woman could raise a kid by herself while still being feminine?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That's where it becomes a choice.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just like to me, it's like a lion, for example.
Could you
Yeah,
please
Mike.
say what he's going to say into the mic?
Well, I'm gonna say, yeah, how we gonna get him on the mic?
In the center of the table.
And then we just swivel back and forth. Will it clap on to that?
Yeah, it should. You just,
We having technical difficulties.
Nah, you can just be my
Nah, I ain't finna speak for you. You speak for yourself.
So while they're doing that, I agree with you, Moody, because you say it's a choice. Like I don't think that women have to be any more masculine or are forced
They don't need
to
to
be
be
masculine.
masculine
Like
at all.
it's a choice.
yeah, like slavery.
I think that mainstream media and all these other moguls have pushed for that, because when they did that, it just back before when we were growing up, the generation before us, the man kind of controlled the household as far as like what they spent money on and what a woman could and couldn't buy, things of that nature. The more independent a woman got, or the more she felt like she didn't need a man for anything, the more things were bought in the economy. So now, where there was one car per household, now there's two, maybe even three. where there was one parent buying school clothes or a cumulative of parents buying school clothes for one household. It's now this parent and this parent buying separate school clothes because they're trying to one-up one another or they don't depend on one another for anything, right? It definitely played a part in kind of splitting that up and making a woman feel like this is what she wants to do or this is what she has to do because it's a trick. She don't have to do it.
No.
She chose to do it, but they made her feel like this is what she had to do. And you're right. It does go back into
The family.
the
Passed down
word
generation.
passed down. You don't need a man for this. You don't need a man for this. You don't need a man for that. Eventually, they say, if I don't need a man, why am I
Hereditary
single?"
ignorance, nigga.
Yeah.
Hereditary
That is
ignorance.
a beautiful, beautiful word.
Phrase. It's a phrase.
Yeah.
Wow.
See this?
Favorite woman that's out there listening, blame Eve. We're going to start there.
Oh, this is what we doing?
That's why women have to be, or I'm not going to say have to be, that's why they choose to be masculine.
I
Excuse
don't
me.
think so, because they
The-
was doing it before. You know what I
No.
mean?
Because
They was.
She was
doing it.
being masculine when she went to eat the fruit. She was trying to be tough. I'm sorry. Started off with
I
E.
don't know about that one, but I see your point. I definitely.
Because
see
we
your
wouldn't be in this shit if it wasn't for her. We wouldn't.
We'd be naked in the garden.
We'd be naked.
but I think that I just think Eve just took the blunt of the rap for it because Adam chose to eat the apple
With her.
second.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know
He
what?
didn't say eat the apple.
You know, so when you said that, that's why men marry these women second after having kids, and it's the same thing. It repeats itself in just different ways. It's the same exact thing. Why do they do that?
I believe
Yeah,
that
it was Adam's fault at that point. I mean,
Right.
he gonna let her lead, and then he gonna follow. He done.
She was being masculine. I
But
just
here's
said
the
it.
thing, though. Here's the thing. We say it's Adam's fault. We say it's Eve's fault. Nobody ever blames God.
Okay,
For
explain.
Because if he just created Adam and Eve, right? Now, the verbiage that's exactly used is Adam and Eve were God's children, right? If you have children as an adult right now, and you tell a child, hey, don't touch this TV, I'll be back in 3 days. And in them 3 days, you better not touch this TV. Why can't I touch the TV? Because I said you can't. In those 3 days, what you think that child gonna do?
Touch 3 times.
Lay hands on that.
He gonna like, yeah, he gonna touch the TV. Same exact thing. He put him in that position, didn't tell him why not to eat it. He just said, don't eat it. Because I said so.
According
what
to
did
the
they
story,
do?
yeah.
Yeah.
According to the story.
Okay. So, right now, y'all my boys, right? Y'all my boys. Y'all can spend the night at my crib. We all got this big, whatever going on. Y'all spend the night. I say, look, it's a pitcher of Kool-Aid in the refrigerator. Do not fucking drink it. I'm telling you, do not drink it. I'm finna be gone for about 4-5 hours. Don't drink it. It ain't no water, no tap water, nothing in the house. But y'all thirsty. Y'all decide to go in there and drink it.
But it's different because
But why did y'all choose to?
back when Adam and Eve did what they did,
They had no
didn't
knowledge.
have Right.
Exactly. They didn't have
we
the knowledge
now,
of it.
because of them, have knowledge. So when they say don't do
Exactly.
something, we automatically understand that this doesn't need to be done.
The tree was from the forbidden
But
fruit
kids-
of
kids don't have
knowledge
knowledge.
of good and evil, right?
Some of them don't. Right, kids don't.
So-
So Adam and Eve didn't. They were kids.
Yeah, basically. So the tree was of knowledge of good and evil. Well, what's good and what's evil? You know, if you don't know,
Now you know.
exactly. Now you know,
we know.
but you have to
learn
learn,
the hard
right?
way.
So they went out and learned.
So what is this? With that being said, though, we now live in a time where they feel like women feel like they have to take on more responsibility. We now live in a time
Got out
where
of
women
box.
have to take on more responsibility, and I do understand that. But as far as taking on more masculinity, I don't think that should happen.
Man, listen, responsibility and masculinity are two different things, okay? Responsibility,
Yeah, get
you
that.
already are supposed to be responsible. As a human being, you're supposed to be responsible for yourself, your well-being, and everything you got going on. That's number one. That's automatic. You should know how to cook, clean, wash your body, and go out and work.
Wash your ass.
You know what I mean? It ain't hard.
I was just asked to define masculinity.
You know what?
So, masculinity meaning you feel like that you have to be the aggressor. Like you're going out there and you know you want to wear the pants. When you get in relationships, you want to be the one to tell the man what to do and how it should be done and dictate that. You want to be head of the household. You want to be in control of how he spends the money or where the money goes. You want to make those decisions. You don't want to follow behind anyone because you have that masculine energy. When it comes to like things like sports, for a child, for a boy, you want to be that parent that's going to be, you know, actively engaged and my son's going to do this and the LeBron James mama. That's who you want to be. LeBron James, like, you see how she is, wanting to sit front row, wanting to cuss at other players and do all this other stuff. You notice, as angry as they get at LeVar Ball, he got 3 sons that went to the NBA. They can get mad at what he say off the court, but when he at the game, he ain't cussing out other players and trying to tell them what to do.
So would we say that's masculinity, or would we just say that's just a ugly soul?
No, it's not ugly soul. It's
You just presented 2 different people
So-
who one male, one female.
Right.
One acting more aggressively.
Right.
One is calm and collected.
Right.
But you're saying she's acting masculine,
Yes.
but the man is doing something totally different.
Correct.
But that's masculine.
Well, I'm gonna tell
what
you
he's
why.
doing is more masculine.
But that's the thing. The thing is the actions that the women are taking, they define as masculinity.
Okay.
False
there you go.
masculinity.
Exactly.
Fake testosterone.
And they feel like that's
Yeah.
how we would act.
Exactly.
But that's not how we
That's
really
not how
would
we
act.
would
Get your
act for real.
testosterone from
Exactly.
GNC, nigga.
So yeah. So we're all on the same page, and I agree with that 100%.
Yeah,
Because what everyone is calling this masculinity, especially women, toxic masculinity. Sorry, but that's not what masculine is. A man that learns to control his anger, his emotions, is masculine. You know what I mean?
can agree with that.
Instead of letting something bother him all the time and become emotional, because if I can say a word to you and trigger your anger or your sadness or anything, you are an emotional person, because you base your life off of emotion, your reactions off of emotion instead of logic. And that's the difference between.
So men can't be emotional?
I didn't say that.
So what is masculinity
Men can't show their
to
emotions?
y'all?
You can. What I'm saying is, if you let your emotions control your actions, is a difference. You can have emotions. You can release emotions. You can show emotion. But once you let emotion take control over you, that's when things start to change.
So you're saying that femininality, they're very emotional creatures?
Yes.
So you know.
Yeah.
What?
Females
Wait.
are based more on their emotions.
I think
They base everything they do is based mostly on emotion, because that's how they feel more than we do.
now this is the question. This is what I feel like I determine where we're going with this. Can men be feminine?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Men can be very
So then
feminine.
what's wrong with women being masculine?
See, but the problem is that they don't know what masculine is. And they say this
But
is
then
what
do
masculine
men
is,
know
and
what
then
How do you know that women don't know what masculine is?
because look what they call masculine and look how they act. And they say, oh, women are having to be masculine. No, you're just
Well,
being
I just feel like we're in a whole nother
aggressive.
I feel like we're in a whole nother millennium. Like it's different. Like women today work,
That's
get
okay.
educations.
That's
do,
good.
Like a whole bunch of stuff, and a lot of women payrolls be higher than ours. It's
But that doesn't determine masculinity or
but it
femininity.
does though.
But it
kinda
doesn't.
does. Like
It doesn't.
go ahead.
Well, let me say this. I don't think that as a man, I would ever know what it feels like to be feminine.
Yes,
Like,
you do.
No, I
Yes,
wouldn't
you
know.
do.
Yeah, you
It's
do.
I
crazy
wouldn't
that
know.
Emotional.
You do.
You know how to be emotional, right?
The second
That
thing
doesn't
is
determine that.
He
it's
look at
feminine.
You do. That's the thing.
Everyone has
you
that balanced
understand it totally because you have to understand it to want it in your life.
that's kind of
You
true.
totally understand what it is.
I understand it. I don't know what it feels like.
What you mean you don't know what it feels
I
like?
know what it feels like.
You want it in your armpit at night when you go to sleep.
That's
You know what it feels like.
I don't know what it feels like. I don't know what it feels like.
Just because you don't wear heels in a dress does not mean you don't understand, you don't experience, you don't have feminine energy in you. All
They
of
can
us
say the same thing.
All of
about
us have
masculinity.
both.
Yeah, I was
what?
gonna say that. All
That's
of us
the thing.
have both.
We just said the same thing about women.
Yeah.
Both of us,
everyone.
everyone experiences both sides, can experience both sides.
Yes.
But as men, we should be experiencing and exuberating masculinity, and women should be exuberating femininity.
Yes.
Nowadays, niggas acting like bitches, and these hoes acting like something else. We'll say now.
No
Yeah.
parts. The second thing is, I commend women for, going out there in the workforce, doing what they do, but let's just keep it 100. You have to now. It's not like it's an option. This is a necessity, right? Like, and I'm saying
Run
this,
that back. Say that again. What is a necessity?
women going out in the workforce, I think we give them too much credit saying like, oh, women got to work now. Yes. In order for a household to survive, you have to meet a certain median for your family to get there.
Yeah.
And most days, one income for an entire family ain't going to do it. So they have to get out there out of necessity. It's not oh, I'm doing this because I want to do it. Or I'm doing this because I'm independent. No, you're doing it because
you need to.
Have to.
Yeah, it's
because
a
you
need.
need to. So the world evolves. You know what I mean? And we can't pretend like the world didn't evolve past the 60s and the 70s. We're well beyond that, and needs become different. Like everything went up. We're not paying 20 cents for gas no more.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We're not paying $20,000 for vehicles no more. Like
But need. They don't need to do that shit.
middle class on down needs.
Need.
Yes.
Understand. What do you need in life?
Okay.
Right.
I see where you're going with this.
See,
I see where you're going with this.
because we know for as black men, as black people, we know that the women have outpaced us financially, right? The average black woman, 60 to 80K. The average black man, 40 to 50, right?
Yeah.
They have outpaced us. But, nigga, at 40 to 50, we surviving. We doing just fine. So why? They didn't need to outpace us. They wanted to outpace us. They were given all the opportunities in the world to outpace us.
Correct.
While they was locking us up.
Correct.
They had no choice. But understand, they had no choice but to get out there in the world. But understand, there's a level that these motherfuckers turned back and saw that we was way far behind them and said, you know what, fuck them, I'm keep going.
I agree with that. But what I'm specifically talking about is us giving them credit for something that needs to be done. Like
I get that.
Even if women could reproduce on their own, right?
Yeah.
Then they would, nigga.
They really would. But
I don't need a man.
they would that having the 2 and 3 kids by themselves,
They kinda
they
sorta
will be
do.
hurting because they didn't get that second income.
They-
there are exceptions out there that make good money, right?
Yeah.
But they are the exception. Not every woman is walking around here with a enormous amount of money they're making for their job to where they can just take care of their household by themselves. Like that's not the norm.
Even at 60, 70, $80,000 a year, it's still barely pushing it.
Oh yeah, you
You know
saw
what I
the
mean?
new numbers.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
just barely pushing
Yeah,
it. That's barely survival.
making it. Yeah.
So
for one person.
yeah, for one person alone. So for a family of, they're saying it's more than $30,000 a year per child.
Per child, yeah.
Per child.
And-
So
and-
if you're making $80,000, you got 3 kids. Come on now.
And give or take, I mean, black people are great budgeters. Like you can't take us from bargain shopping, and then you got the other people who do coupon and all this other stuff. We know how to survive, right?
Yeah.
Eat them noodles.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's
How to
crazy?
survive.
Speaking of this, though, no disrespect, ladies.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Look, you saw
I
the chin
feel
drop
it
like,
coming.
what?
No, I'm just saying, but at the end of the day, I really honestly feel like women have an advantage.
Yes.
They can for surely make way more money than us. Not only that, they have it easy. And they will probably disagree and say they don't, but they really do. When it comes to government assistance, food stamps, family help, Like when it come to the boys, get your ass out. You got to work. The girl, they take care of the girl.
Yeah.
No matter, that's black families that I know of.
Yeah.
Like, I've watched this over the years. Like my girl cousins and aunts and shit being taken care of the other family. But I ain't gonna call them niggas today. All the young men have to get out there and get their shit together.
More.
Yeah. And I feel like
the word of the day, J-O-B. Like, you got to get in it. And
but I also feel like that's a lot of that is our fault.
You crazy.
Why you think
why you think most of us Negroes, we don't have education, especially like college education?
But that's, like I said, it's our fault. We don't push that. You know what I mean? That's not pushed a lot in our homes, especially for men. You know, it's, look, you either go get a job or you gonna sell these drugs, or you gonna make it to the NBA, so that way you can
my
be somebody
like,
different, you know what I mean?
Nigga, you gonna go to school, or no, it was you gonna get a motherfucking job, or you gonna take your ass to the army. That's what I heard. It was this or that. It was either one of the two.
Why don't they just give options like that? Why is it just you gonna do this or that? Like, why is it? What do you want to do with your life? Where do you want to go with your life and encourage that?
Don't most parents always try to dictate your life for you? Like, most parents do that.
No,
I think
a lot of households from other cultures don't.
Well, this is a reason why.
That's why a lot of them are
necessity
successful.
for both men and women in the household to work. The reason why this is most common in the black household is because there's a fear for the black household that they won't be able to properly. They won't be able to continue to help their child out and continue to pay the bills, so they try to push their child out to go get more independent, right? But what ends up happening is that child then is pushed out into the world, and when you push somebody out, they feel like they don't have that support, right? So they don't want to be coming back home. They do everything they can to avoid coming home, or when they're actually going through conflict, they feel like they can't come home. Mm-hmm. So they're pushed out to do other stuff. They may be living a bad life, can't afford it. You know, maybe they forced to sell drugs. I mean, you just never know.
Go back home and ask for help.
But it stems back to not being able to afford to take care of your kids. Mm-hmm. One thing about it, me and my lady, our kids are gonna be able to stay for as long as they want, right?
Yeah, I feel
know. Now I do want to walk around.
Be 45, still living in the basement.
I mean,
yeah, fuck it.
Fuck around and have to, because we're gonna be old as shit.
No,
so you gotta take care of us.
Get your ass out of here.
But I mean, everybody want to walk around and do the Ball Johnson, right? But I think that, you know, as long as they're getting up and
swoosh,
R.I.P. to John Witherspoon.
Man, that's my dog. Hey, now answer this question for me though. If minimum wage,
John, I disagree,
was $35 an hour, mm-hmm. Do you still think there'd be dope boys? Do you still think there'd be?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because there's no money like easy money.
Exactly. If I gotta wait 2 weeks to get a paycheck, no, listen. If I gotta wait 2 weeks to get a $1,500 paycheck, or I can make that in like a couple of hours, come on.
But see, that's the problem is if minimum wage is 35, there's always going to be somebody making double that.
That's what I was about to say.
That's the issue.
And so since there are people, since minimum is 35,
yeah,
that means the cost of everything goes up.
Go up.
That's the problem,
right?
So they'll raise minimum wage.
The motherfucker that's sacking groceries right now make 35.
Gas gonna be $8 a gallon.
That mean me now, I should be making 150. You know what I'm saying? That the price of everything goes up.
So John says there is no formula of success, and I disagree because
no what
formula of success.
Oh.
And I disagree with that because there are other races with their families that don't leave the household and they actually stay together. And the Hispanics do it differently, the Asians do it differently, the Indians do it differently. But their system is designed to not only take care of the new family, but also the old family as well.
But do you understand a formula, bro? A formula means I put this with this, I get the flour, I get the baking powder, and we're going to get some bread.
They
right?
got that.
That means that it's foolproof.
Yeah.
That shit ain't foolproof.
Shit.
So
what is it?
This is what the Asians do.
Okay, that's what the Asians do. That don't mean, so you telling me ain't no broke Asians out here.
What I'm saying is,
You break the formula, you're gonna be broke.
No, hold on.
That don't mean
He's saying that for the household to be successful, there's no formula.
There is no
But
formula.
I'm saying that the Asians are using their formula and it is successful. But the Asian formula may not be the black formula, but it's a formula that works. But we don't know it because we don't try it. We just say get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Not we, but for the most part.
Yeah, I
That's what
understand.
No, that's exactly what the fuck they said.
That's
Get the fuck out.
Did your parents tell you to get the fuck
Nah,
out?
she definitely did not
Mine
say
didn't
that.
tell me to get the fuck out.
She didn't say
Did,
that.
did yours?
We talking about black families?
my mom was
Talking
like,
about
"Stay."
you. Did
okay.
your peoples tell you get the fuck out the house at 18, 19 or whatever?
No.
See?
Not at that age.
Oh,
See?
but he came.
Hold on, so y'all wasn't not necessarily told.
Well, I come from a Hispanic background.
It was a vibe for me.
It was a
Knocking the door when I was coming home. Like, okay, it's the vibe.
So y'all don't want me here.
Oh,
She
you
hit with
still here.
that Jody. Fuck it. I'll leave.
But there's also
You later with that nigga, you can get a job.
But there's also that I don't even want to be here. You know what I mean? There's things that happen within the black family that really messes up the kids that make them say, I don't even want to be here. Because that's where I was at one point. It was like, I don't want to be here. I know this family is so dysfunctional that I don't even want to be here. This is where it's going to fuck. I know if I stay here, it's going to fuck me up. So I got to go.
Was you 30 when that eventually? No, I'm just
22.
playing. Hey, but nah. Back to answer her. To speak on what she said. That's kind of what it was for me. It wasn't necessarily get the fuck out, but
It was just the vibe.
it was the
Yeah.
well. Now you're older now, so you gonna have to start bringing food in here if you want to eat out the refrigerator. I do.
Yeah.
You turn that water on too long when you're taking showers and shit. Oh, okay. You can't come in this house past 12. You know what?
So-
Y'all want me out. Get the fuck out.
So that's what did it for me.
With that?
My mom used to always have a saying when I was a kid. He who paid his bills is the boss. Yeah. So when I got older, because I've been working since I was 14. When I got older, I started paying bills. Yeah. And at that time, I'm like, I'm paying bills. I'm the boss. So when I go out, club closes at 2. I'm 19, 20 years old. Club closing at 2. I'm coming home 2:15.
Right.
Man, you live close to the club. I get home at 3:30.
It's Fort Worth, so you're not gonna go.
Said we wasn't partying in
Yeah,
Dallas
we
and
weren't
McKinney.
partying. Yeah, we see back when
I
I was
feel that.
growing up, Dallas and Fort Worth was oil and water. They didn't mix.
Yeah.
So if you from Fort Worth, you stayed your ass in Fort Worth. So we had Club Fusion, and
Well, I'm in between, so I can go either one.
and
they
fucking,
both are.
Chrome.
Ice.
Ice. Yeah.
It was ice. So them were your choices.
Hell no.
So, but for me, it was just that in the, like I paid the bill. How you gonna tell me I need to be home at midnight?
It was the locking the doors for me when I come. Because when I was coming, she'd lock the door. And I'd be like, damn, it's only got one key to the lock. So she'd lock the top lock. And I'd be like, okay, it's time to get the fuck out.
That happened to me.
Lock your
Like,
ass.
that happened to me too many damn times. And I finally unlocked that motherfucking window. All right, that motherfucker, you'll see me here sleep in the morning. On me, crack that window, blam, I'm in there.
But I do agree that there is
A certain respect.
there is an informal sort of energy that we want the boys to get out there in the world. But I think that, and I totally understand it, because now I understand that with girls, they're born with their worth, right? As men, as boys, we have to get out in the world and create our worth.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we bullshitting.
Yeah.
Right? So if I'm, 22, 23 and still working at Walmart, my people's looking at me and I'm making minimum wage at 23, 24 and shit, it's like, you're going to have to get out there and do something with yourself.
Yeah.
Because, nigga, you wasting time. At the same time, it's like, you want a girl to want you, right? Mm-hmm. You have to have things in order for women to want you.
Sadly.
Yet if you want a woman to want you, you have to have things. You gotta have shit that girls like. You gotta have a car. You gotta have a place to stay.
Not necessarily, I'm gonna say that. Because straight up, this is real.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We've all fucked off just what's the word I'm looking for?
Hello.
Vocabulary. Just off talking to motherfuckers.
Hello.
He gets pussy. That's not what I'm saying.
I'm just say this. I've had somebody like literally just interested in who I was, and I didn't have shit, and they was willing to, you know what? I'm gonna help you build, like get you. I'm gonna get your credit right. I'm gonna do this.
But that's the point.
There
She
are
was trying to
always
get
Trying
you.
to build you.
There
Exactly.
are always exceptions to the rule.
There ain't no exception. She was still trying to get him to the point that she wanted him to be at.
What I'm saying is,
There's no exceptions.
Necessarily because
She was trying to build you, right?
bro, you know one motherfucker. I'm saying as women in general, they want us to have shit, right?
Already
you want
ready.
a woman that wants you, a woman that on a caliber that most men desire a man that has shit.
Well, because what he just said at the beginning, women have their value already instilled in them from the beginning, and men have to create their value.
so after this person, do us want women to have shit?
They got what we want.
Whoa, we do now.
What do they?
You say yeah, but even
Women
if
got what we want.
But even if we do, it's still way less than what they require from us.
You got to remember, like back when we were, I would say teenage years, right? The only thing we want a woman to have was a wet mouth, a wet pussy, and some ass, and possibly their own place or a car. That's it.
Do y'all have expectations?
All right, listen.
About
Do
what?
men have
like
for
now or
women?
before?
Now.
Now,
Because
yes.
if she
Before-
providing pussy, that's just it.
But
Right.
I'm saying it as a adult, like a grown ass man who struggled probably, who had to deal with bills. You speaking of that?
As a
knowledge,
man now,
but that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
I care. Like you can't just come and just be a bum. Like you're not gonna come and
No.
and eat off the table that I done already prepared. Like you have to bring something to the table, and that don't mean women. They hate that term, right?
look,
but they use that against us all
Exactly,
the time. You
exactly.
gotta bring something to the table. When we
I
say
am
that
the
shit-
table.
right? When we say that shit, we get back like, but it don't mean that I want to eat off your plate.
My wife
No.
said that
It
shit
just
to me
means
once.
that my half of the table has this, your half of the table has that. Now we got a full table. We combine this shit, we got a feast. Before we combined this shit, we had a little picnic. You had your picnic, I had mine. But together, we could feed the army. And that's what it's about. Before that, I ain't give a fuck what she run. Look, we fucking? Like, you need some gas. What you got? You need gas money? Come on. Come through. Come scoop a nigga.
You giving out gas money?
Come scoop me. I'm finna smash, I'm finna eat your food, and I'm finna come back home. What?
All the juicy fruit snacks,
I
nigga.
don't understand why we think like that. Like that's the problem right there.
Because she got to bring something to the
No,
table.
I'm just saying that's the problem with the masculinity. It goes right back to that. Like this is the reason. This is exactly what y'all speaking on right now. What he just said.
only
as
that,
far
that's
as
not
a-
masculinity.
No.
as far as a woman wanted a man to have shit, right?
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? If that's what you believe, why do you think that is?
Because they were taught that. So we no longer live in the times where, you know, Junebug is coming down to meet your parents because he want to take you out on a date. And they going to go on that date. Oh, that's cute. He ain't got no money. Our parents drove us to the movies, and we going to go see this movie. They going to pick us back up home by 7. We talk on the phone. That's good enough. It ain't like that no more. Now, these kids got to have their own cars. They driving themselves to the dates. You probably don't even know this little nigga name. And if he give you a name, it ain't even his real name. There is no connection with, like, a build-up of, I know your family, you know my family, I know about your secrets, you know some of mine. Like, there's none of that anymore.
There's no real
now
connections.
now it's, if someone's dating somebody, it's what kind of car you drive. Where you gonna take me out to eat? You taking me to Red Lobster, I want Capitol Grill. At the age of 16, 17 years old. Like, this is adolescence dating.
This is
Yeah.
what's wrong with us, man, because we've developed this type of humor. Like that's what we've done. Like we've made it like this. That's why it's so hard for, I would say, I ain't gonna say a real nigga, I'm gonna say a real man to find a real woman, and it's hard for a real woman to find a real man because of what we've made this shit.
It's what you accept.
We can't even ask a female today, hey, let's go for a walk. I want to talk to you.
Says who?
Shit, I'm positive.
Shit.
You can't get a you
Wanna
can't get a woman to go for a walk or go to a picnic at a park no more. It's
Wanna
you
bet?
man, you gotta go. Goddamn me.
You gotta go walk up to her and talk to her. Simple.
You gotta go to.
Walk up and talk
It's
to her.
50-50.
Man, I'm serious.
Listen.
If she wants you, like you want her, she gonna do it.
But see, that's the thing. I think as men, we need to already know what the fuck we want, what we expect, and what we are willing to give in order to get
and
that.
what we will accept.
Right, because in my mind, I was never about to trick off no paper.
Hell no.
We know this. So every time I meet a motherfucker, let me get your number. We sit down and talk. With this motherfucker only trying to get in my pockets, trying to figure out exactly
walk
what
away.
I'm worth, trying to figure out what I'm gonna pull up in, trying to figure out where
It's
we
over
gonna
with.
go so we can spend some money. No, bitch, no.
Watch this. But you just got through saying that women already expect you to have, so that's what she's looking for. That's the
See,
thing.
but-
I know what she expects,
have
but
the
I know.
necessities. It doesn't have to be you have to have a Bentley. You have to have this, and that. As long as you got necessities, you got a place to live. You make sure there's food in the house. We got a way to get around. Are we gonna be able to survive and not, struggle on the streets? The car break down. We're gonna be stuck there trying to walk to the gas station. You know what I mean? You got your necessities in order to live.
Why that when a woman should be already building herself? So it don't matter what the fuck is. So this is what I'm saying. As an adult, when y'all met each other, she already had herself established. I ain't gonna say she probably had a mansion and 4 Bentleys in the yard, but I'm saying as a woman,
She did.
I'm guaranteed she grew to learn how to cook, to take care of herself for one.
Yeah.
Cook, bathe, whatever, all of the other shit. And you did too. Now, when y'all met, y'all already had certain things established. But do you think that's the first thing that was on her mind? Do this nigga got a car? Do this nigga got a house?
Yes.
No, hell no. Do
Come
he
on
got good
now.
credit? No, hell
Come on
no.
now.
So,
Shit. If
Kay
not,
says-
it should have been.
Kay says it's not true. She went on a walk for a first date. And Bun says people grow up a certain way and want to continue to live like that. My 9-year-old likes steak, crab legs, and shrimp. You are not going to be able to take her to Chili's.
Listen,
I understand
Did you hear
that.
that?
I understand that.
I understand that motherfuckers may be trying to maintain a certain lifestyle. But at the same time, I know these little hood hoes with this quick weed that want a nigga to pull up in a Bentley. It's like you can't even afford $300 bundles, but you want a motherfucker, but you want me to buy $300 bundles for you. No, bitch. You live next door to a dope house. I can't pull up out there. Get my shit robbed. First of all, I got something heavy in the trunk. I'm not finna. Bitch, meet me at the corner. I don't want no smoke. Know what I'm saying? No. But it's a lot of motherfuckers that ain't raised like that, yet they have been taught to expect that from men.
Kay, now that nigga gone, what is your expectations from a man?
I was just about to butt in on what you were saying.
You go ahead.
Before I go there. So women expect a lot from men, although have high expectations for men, but they don't have high expectations for themselves. As far as like, this is where I should be, but you want a man to be here, but you're not there. You're not trying to reach those expectations. So that's something that I agree with.
I think women expect a nigga to have, because these bitches be having 4 or 5 children before you can fuck with the bitch. You know what I'm saying? You got 9 motherfucking kids, bitch, and you expect a nigga to be a baller. Nah, nigga, go get your baby daddies. These niggas need to be ballers too then.
However,
You got 9 kids, that nigga better be a baller.
However-
you gonna be broken a motherfucker.
if you are fucking with a bitch that got 9 kids,
You knew what happened.
you know what you was getting in.
Yeah, you knew.
So back
What you
to my
say?
question.
Hold on. What you say? That pussy was good. Or somebody fucked up 9
somebody fucked
times.
up 9 times. Kiki Wine, boy, that pussy got to be made of
Gold and diamond.
stardust.
It's the throat. You don't hear them vocal cords, nigga? You don't hear them vocal. Hey, you heard what I told him? He talking about fuck the pussy. It's the throat. That when she sang with that when she hit that note on the dick, it's up, nigga. It's up. Yeah, you got it, baby. What you want?
So back to you.
So to piggyback off of what I said, I have an expectation to basically have something together. Like, I don't want nobody to just sitting on his ass, not really doing nothing, because I'm not a person to sit on my ass. So my expectation is, as long as you getting it, it don't matter how you getting it. As long as you getting it, you doing it, and I see you trying, because I don't want us. I'm trying and you're not doing nothing. So
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
pretty much my expectation.
How old are you again?
22.
At 22. How nigga at 20 at 22? How many 22-year-old males do you know that are sitting on their ass?
A lot. I would say a
That's why
lot.
you date older.
And that's why you
That's
date,
why I
but
do
but
stuff for
that's
older
why
men.
that's why you have to push these motherfuckers out in the world sometime. Get your bitch ass off my couch and get out there in the world. Go make something of yourself.
I'm not saying that that's not the right way to do it, right? But I do think to a certain extent you have to make sure that your kid is ready to step out in the world. Because a lot of kids get pushed out and they don't know what the fuck they getting into.
Whose fault is that?
The parents.
They don't
Yes.
guide
It's the
them.
parents' fault.
Yes.
Yeah.
It ain't the child's fault.
They expect. I see a lot of people expect school to prepare their kids for the real world.
I'm so
And
tired of
It
it.
don't work like that.
Nigga,
right?
ABC and 1, 2,
I'm
3,
so
but it's a lot
tired
more
of it.
Well, I'll
complex.
tell you like this though, them folks in motherfucking China,
You didn't let us
they
talk.
school prepare them for the real world.
RLC.
But they teach them. And most of them, some of them, they just nigga put your ass out in that field, nigga, make that rice and bring it back to me. They ain't teaching everybody the mathematics and the science and shit.
But I want to go back to what's your name again, love?
Lena.
Lena. Now, did you just not tell him that you wasn't like checking for if he had certain things established in his life?
At first I wasn't because we weren't we weren't dating or anything. We were getting to know each other.
She was
So-
like, he cool. He alright.
But when we started to like get into it, then I was looking for those things. Like,
So
what is he doing?
is that the formula of dating? Get to know someone and then be like, you know what?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You don't be dating no.
You
That's
don't
your
just- you don't
that's
just
y'all
date
formula?
something with somebody else.
My formula is damn that ass fat. I want her to be my wife.
No, wow.
But y'all
You
laughing.
got no
That's
house
true.
training.
That for about, I would say
90, 80 to
8
90.
to 10 years of my life, that was the formula.
That's
Like,
80 to 90% of men.
for men and women,
swear.
it was oh, you cute, we go together
Yeah.
type shit. Like
I've heard that.
there was no getting to know each
That
other.
physical
heard that.
attraction shit will get you fucked
Will
up,
get
though.
you fucked up and get into fucked up situations.
Yes, nigga.
That's why I listen to Bear Bill DeVoe when they said don't trust a big
do
bud
got
in
a
the
story.
smile.
Nigga, no.
I
Leave
got a
that shit
story for
alone,
y'all.
nigga. Leave it alone.
She said she got
I
a
got
story.
a story for y'all.
Oh, story time.
It's a short story. So I was talking to my friend, and we were having a conversation, and she was like, I guess I don't know how it went, but she was telling me that she was messing around with some guy, and she had to use the restroom really, really bad, and he was blowing her off for saying like I didn't want to hang out. But when she went upstairs, it was a girl in there with him, and then so she went upstairs to use the restroom because she had to go and she couldn't make it home. So she hurried up and went to his house, went to the restroom, and it was another girl in there. She's like, "Friend, oh, she prettier than me, and this and this and that." I'm like, I'm telling you, I don't even know why you worried about that. It's mostly these Instagram ass chick. They ain't got no house training. They don't know what they don't know pretty much anything. Just showing their ass on Instagram. Wow, what the?
One time for the city boys. Yes, sir.
Let me finish. So then she tells me like a few days ago, she had made some hot dogs for him and his friend. I'm like, you see, she don't know how to cook. Who gonna cook some damn hot dogs for dinner?
Now,
How old is this girl?
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know.
If I just
they
You
got
talking
a
about
phone,
my friend or the other
or
girl? I
like
don't know.
chili dogs with cheese,
Just hot
onions,
dogs
and
with a bun.
I don't want none of that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
I don't
what
want none of that.
it
I don't even want
Come on
that.
now.
Listen, that snack, I want a meal
I
later.
want a meal later.
You know what I mean? That'll hold
Out
me for
hanging
now.
with these
But I want
pretty
I
ass
want a
girls and
meal
they
later.
making you hot dogs for
Let me tell you
dinner.
something. I'm gonna be 1,000. I'm gonna be 1,000. Me personally, I like, real good meals, but I also still eat like I'm 17 sometimes. Like, if you make me on my mama, you make me some noodles and you hear me, hot sauce and some Kool-Aid.
See, the thing is, if
Appreciate
I
it.
like you, it's the thought that counts.
Yeah, exactly.
Because what if he's a
A boiled
chef?
hot
But don't
dog.
think
Or
about
what
that
if he
every
like
day.
cooking? Then that ain't a big factor for him.
First impressions
That's-
is
that's
always good.
I got a
You making
question.
me a hot dog from your first impression. I'm not doing
What if it's a gourmet hot dog?
No, you don't want no hot dog. Like,
Hey man, look.
Be surprised.
Or
hot dog?
like Bud said, maybe that's what all he had in his fridge.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn.
That's different.
Dude, I ain't gonna cook these. That part.
See, that's why we be so confused on life right now, because it's always that big old what if. Life is so fucked up because of that what if. I promise you.
But with the which what if are you gonna depend on?
Shit, what if Eve didn't eat from that goddamn...
This motherfucker.
Goddamn bitch, like shit. Why you do it? Oh, we wouldn't even be in this position.
If Eve didn't eat from the apple, then knowledge and wisdom wouldn't exist, and we would all be sheep, herded by God.
Sheep.
We'd all be walking around like,
Bad motherfucker.
Okay.
They were chilling. Everybody, God gave him a companion.
And
He ain't gave me shit. Now just
Hey, you know what's fucking crazy? I ain't gonna even say that because I guarantee you right now, that's gonna fuck this whole conversation up if I say this.
say it.
No, hell no.
You know, I'm gonna say, I don't say something. Don't start saying something if you ain't gonna say it all the way through. Might as well just finish saying the shit.
What?
Just say
Hey,
it.
I'm so. You better know. I'm still.
Just say it. Just say it.
Hey,
We can bring the conversation back.
answer this question. If y'all know,
All right.
what did God make Eve out of?
Wait, what? I couldn't hear.
What did God make Eve out of?
Bone marrow.
So how did he make it?
She
Y'all
was
don't know? Nobody know?
from Adam's
Ask the people in
rib.
the comments. They always got some shit to say.
People in the comments, what did God make Eve out of
or from.
or from?
So then it wasn't like
Damn.
birth or nothing. They was just
Motherfucking ice so
created.
good.
Yeah, God just created.
Well,
it.
he did.
Well,
in
God
the
created Adam
Bible,
from the dirt.
It says it was Adam's rib.
Hey,
Yeah.
say again. Come again.
Adam's rib.
Bone marrow.
So what's wrong with eating my rib every night?
You said what? What he said? I couldn't hear from over here.
What's wrong with it? I'm just saying. Want me to bring? Want me to bring something to the table, bitch? You the real. It's like you bring yourself to the table.
Isn't that kind of
That's what you said earlier, right? That's what you said. I
I
am
just
the.
feel like you can't. I feel like saying that when people say they bring themselves to the table, and there's nothing followed behind that, because
Ain't no barbecue sauce on the ribs.
yeah,
You know what I
what
like?
itself.
Bro, drop.
There ain't no meat on the rib. It's just rib.
Dry.
Rib bones.
Just the bones.
What is this?
Like,
Oh, I've been letting everybody else eat off my bones.
Paying bills, and you know, I mean, it truly is a partnership. I saw John earlier, and John said that as long as what that person has equals out to what you don't have, it should be good.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's just good to have double of what you already
Exactly.
have.
It makes life a
Like-
lot easier.
But that's the thing, because, you know, we say that, but it's a whole, we talked about the whole money situation with women. Just because she ain't got no money and she's looking for somebody who has some money, does that make it okay? Does that make that dynamic in the relationship okay?
You know what? It could work if she can provide other things. A woman that doesn't have money but can take care of you in other ways, or that can provide
Take care of your dick and balls.
that, take care of the children. She could, you know what I'm saying? She's educated.
She pretty, she
You know what I
suck my
mean? If
dick
she's
twice
good,
a day.
she just ain't
I
got
like her.
money.
You know what I mean?
That could
She
work.
alright.
But if she don't have money and she don't have morals and she doesn't have education, that ain't gonna work. You give her $1,000, she gonna blow it off and need another $1,000 tomorrow.
But like I said earlier, understand what you are expecting and understand what you're willing to give to get that.
Yes.
Everything in life is transactional, right?
Exactly.
You're going to spend something, time, money, energy. You're going to dedicate something to this person. When you dedicate whatever it is, what are you expecting in return?
Yeah.
If I go out and spend $250,000, I get a Lamborghini. I understand it's going to be $250,000. And I'm going to get a Lamborghini. Well, goddamn it, if I go out there and spend $250,000, don't give me no Honda Civic. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of these motherfuckers coming with Honda Civics and expecting to get that $250,000. Don't hit.
I just, you made me forget, nigga. But I had that motherfucker. He was like,
in that cup.
I had that motherfucker. Damn. Oh. This is my question. Back to the dating shit. How long do you date someone until you
know
my
what?
girlfriend and I'm your boyfriend?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think people should date until they have an understanding of where they're going in life.
Facts.
And once you have that understanding, it's like, boom. All right, this is what we're doing.
Whether it's 6 months, 3
I don't even
weeks,
think people
6
ask
years.
anymore.
They don't.
They just move into
He
it.
said-
Like,
he said, just cause we been doing this for a little while, and then we start looking each other upside the head. If both of us ain't figure out exactly what the fuck what we doing in life, then we just wasting our time.
Yeah, I mean, when you meet somebody, the first question should be, "What do you want from this life?"
Right.
And what do you want from me? You know, and then vice versa. So that way y'all can have an exchange of, all right, cool. This is what I'm trying to provide, and this is what I want. And if you can't meet that, then so be it. Find somebody else.
Now this is my formula. I mean, go ahead. If you
God damn.
I think that expectations should be set clear and upfront. Like day one, this is what I'm looking for. Are you down for that?
yeah, I want some pussy rise the rip. I'm letting you know right now.
That needs to be
Say that
said.
shit.
It needs to be
Yeah.
said.
Say that shit.
Oh, that shit right now.
No,
And
it needs to be
If
said.
y'all come to terms on that, then you good to rock out. Now I want to get to know you.
Yeah.
Because now we got mutual interest.
And see, that's the thing. Y'all, a lot of niggas be scared to do that shit, nigga. I have done it. It works.
It works.
Man, honestly, man, I'm just trying to see what, trying to see what that feel like. Well, I'm trying to see what that feel like. Well, what's up with it?
Watch this. Cause man, just be honest with yourselves. Stop lying to yourself. This is how we're built. We got millions and millions of little motherfucking sperm that we release. We can release them hoes every hour if we wanted to. Maybe every 30 minutes. I don't know. We could.
My dick get tired, nigga.
Hey, but real shit. This is my formula of dating. This is what I'm gonna say. From now on, I am getting to know the family first.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I can feel that.
I'm gonna say why. Because with that, you are dealing with other people's problems other than just the girl you're going for. If the daddy fucked up in the drunk, the mama a household, the cousin is a goddamn gangster who don't mind shooting up every fucking thing because his cousin got into it with her boyfriend over an argument. Not no physical shit, but just an argument. You gotta watch what you're really dealing with, man. And I'm gonna be honest, I've experienced this shit. I'm only 29 years old, and goddamn it, I've been through a lot. Shot, slapped, stabbed, all type of shit over women. And I've never put myself in a position where I would fight like over a woman, but it's always been about a woman.
Yeah.
But on some real shit, get to know the family. Trust and believe. If y'all, this is my formula. Listen, fellas, if you listen. Even women too, same thing. Get to know that nigga family. Cause he gonna be whooping your ass if you don't understand that his daddy was beating the shit out of him as a kid, and he got some shit going on.
But
Oh, my
also,
mother-
watch how they treat their
but
parents.
also,
What?
no.
Because not everyone is like their family. Like
Shit.
no,
Shit.
No.
Okay, if not
No,
that.
everybody is not like their family. True. But wherever you come from, it leaves a stain on you. You walk
Which
around,
makes you like
you
your
walk
family.
around your whole life with the memory of the shit that happened early on in life.
Which
right?
makes you
That's
like your
different,
family.
It does create some sort of aura around you.
But
Meet these motherfuckers where that aura come from.
that's just like
You might not be exactly like them, but you like them.
Hey, it's in
you
there.
like them.
It's in there.
You
It just needs to be
motherfuckers
brought
they
out.
Fuck with, but take that person for who they are. That's just like somebody gonna say, "Oh, your daddy's a beater. You must be a woman beater too." It don't work like
Hell
that.
yeah.
I'm not saying
Push me to the limit,
I'm not
motherfucker.
saying we should instantly judge motherfuckers.
What I'm
I'm
saying
saying
is-
like run motherfuckers' backgrounds. Run that motherfucker background check.
When you dealing with somebody, it don't necessarily mean you dealing with their family. You got to see how much of the family they actually involved in, and how much of the family's influence do they have over that person.
I feel like the less they
Because
involved
you
with
can
their
go
family,
around- you can go around their family, and the family is you're like, damn, I don't fuck with them, and they may feel the same motherfucking way.
We just said the same
But-
thing.
Well, yeah.
I feel like
Nigga, you agree with us.
I
Nigga.
feel like the less involvement they have with their family, the more fucked up that person's gonna be.
Wait, what? Say that again?
The less involvement they have with their family, the more fucked up that person.
What if your
is
family
coming with.
fucked up?
No.
Exactly. Which is why they don't want to.
That's why they don't fuck with them.
Exactly, but they're fucked up because they've had to deal with that fucked up family.
That's not true.
Not necessarily.
Shit.
Not necessarily.
Shit.
Moody.
Meet a lot of people that don't fuck with their family.
Moody. I've cut off a whole
Bun.
lineage of family.
Bun, in the
A
comments.
lot of people
Hold
don't
on,
wanna
Bun,
fuck
in
with
the
their
comments,
family.
put how long I have not talked to any family member. Just put it in the comments for
Like
me.
it don't work like that. People separate themselves from things they don't want to be a part of. That doesn't mean
Facts.
they carry that baggage. It's because of that baggage that they don't want to carry, they remove themselves from it.
Right. That don't make them a bad person.
Okay,
Right,
I'm not
right.
gonna say forever that's I never said they were a bad person. I'm saying they come from a fucked up place, so they're fucked up. But when I say they are fucked up, I don't mean at this moment they're fucked up and they'll always be fucked up. They could have been fucked up and worked up to that point to where, okay, I've gotten past all of this, so I'm not fucked up anymore or as fucked up. You know what I mean? But they still have that there.
But if they
some
gotten
things they
past
gotta
it-
work on.
If they gotten past it, why would it bother you or pertain to you?
Right.
It like he said earlier, the stain is still there. You know what I mean? There's still gonna be certain things that they might not know they need to get past as well. So there's still gonna be something always. No matter how hard you work, there's still gonna be something there.
This that yin yang shit though.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the yin yang
Yeah.
shit. Cause if you do fuck with your family, 9 times out of 10, your family fuck. 9 times out of 10 for black folks, your family fucked up. They got some weird shit about them.
I think that if you pick somebody that you're dating and courting and it gets to the point where you meet their family and they tell you, I don't fuck with this, and this, you just got to trust their judgment.
Yeah.
Because they may be shit there that you don't know and you probably would never learn, but you just got to trust their judgment. That's just like that one cousin, they be like, don't hang with him, he bad news. You get around him, he real cool, and the next thing you know, you go out and you an accessory to something, and she warned you in advance, don't fuck with Junior. Yeah. But
Yeah,
you
I understand.
You want to go to that nigga
And you
bachelor
want to go
party,
to the bachelor party.
and look what happened.
Hey, yeah.
Understand that. I understand that 100%.
This that shit too though. Like at the end of the day, me personally, I want a woman that's family oriented.
Same.
Like, cause if I'm with her, this is what I'm gonna be starting to grow. And then now I'm grounding and building my foundation now to be the same way for my daughter or my son. It's gonna be the same shit. So I wouldn't date nobody that doesn't fuck with their family.
Yeah.
The Bible says that when a man findeth a wife, he shall then start his own family.
Thank
The
you.
Bible
To
says-
piggyback off that, thank you.
So
I agree.
let
me say
Hold
something
on, man.
first.
Yeah,
Before he said he
Get it, Lena.
would
They
date no
wanna
one
talk.
that's not getting along with their family, it's like, why can't she just build her own family?
You
and
can.
work with that.
But your
it's
example
some
of
people
family's
just-
already
you just
fucked
don't
up.
wanna fuck with
What you
your
mean they
family.
can't? What
Yo-
you mean you can't?
I didn't say
No.
can't. I said
There's some people you,
can.
just don't want to fuck with.
You can.
It's just like having friends.
If my woman,
It's just like having
if my
friends.
woman
You can
doesn't
have-
fuck
It's
with her
just like
family,
having friends.
if my woman
like
don't
having
fuck with her
friends.
family, how in the fuck will she know how to build her own?
Because
If she don't even, that don't mean nothing.
Shit, thank you.
hold
That
up.
ain't shit.
dude,
No,
You
it's
don't.
not.
You don't fuck
that's
with
the
your family.
equivalent of saying
Well, also,
how she know how to be a mother if she's never been a mother. It is the equivalent. What? You just said, how does she know how to raise a family if she ain't had a family? How does she know how to be a mother if she never had a child? It's the same thing.
I'm gonna tell you what this
and
nigga
there's
said on the
evidence on how
internet.
to be a
Same
mother.
thing.
The girl said, "You a cheater, you a cheater." That nigga said, "You know what I'm saying? Hey, you a cheater." He said, "Well, if I cut her one time, does that make me a barber bitch?" And that bitch sat there and thought like, I guess not. So, but with that comment, I don't know. I don't think a woman.
But that's what I'm saying. It's family is instinct, right? That's why people always say blood don't make you family. You
Thank you.
understand the type of people that you need around you that pours love into you and the type of love you need poured into yourself.
so
right?
if you ain't got no family,
That's still friends.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
A lot of people don't
If
have
you ain't got no
family.
What do you
family.
mean if you ain't got no
I
family?
mean, if you call your friends family and those are the type of people, then that's good. As long as they're a true family and not just some people that you hang around with all the time. So in that sense, you got a family. But if you ain't got no family,
This
you're not gonna have
this is
family
where
habits.
this shit gets deep.
So if you, a man and wife, have a kid, what are they?
a man and a wife with a kid,
Shit could be no family.
Nigga. Right, what the fuck?
Say that one more time. I want you
Shit.
to say what you just said.
A man and a wife have a kid. They are
A man and a wife, or a
and a
husband
kid?
and a wife.
a man and his wife
Okay.
have a kid.
Uh-huh.
What are they?
A man and a wife and a kid.
Now, hold on.
It's a family.
Just
That
shut
man-
up.
It's considered a family.
Thank you. That man marries his wife. With that kid, they are a.
Family.
He then has another kid, they are a.
Family.
They have another kid, they
Another
are
man.
Man, that ain't motherfucking football team now, nigga. Like, what?
So what you're saying,
Basketball.
it doesn't add up.
Yeah,
Just
come on,
because this is who was put in your life before. Because you can't choose who comes before you were born. But
You can choose who comes after.
You begin to gain knowledge that going back to the fucking apple that was bit, we got knowledge and wisdom. So you should know who to fuck with and who not to. You have that choice. That's what we
Yeah,
have
so
choices for.
that's where you build your family. If these people that were there from the beginning, you're like, I don't fuck with them, they're not my family. If you don't ever go build another family, you don't have an understanding of family because you walked away from the one that was.
That's not true.
How do
It
you even
is.
learn how to be a family with someone that is where you just don't get along with?
If you walk away from them, shit, all you know about family
What
is
do you
walking
mean
away every
walking
time
away
there's a
from them?
problem.
Shit,
If I
hey,
walk
some of
away
you
from
motherfuckers you need to walk away from.
Look, if you looking for people that give you love, right? That give you what you need in life, right? And you say you're my brother. They become part of your family. They become your family. But if you never go out and find somebody like that, the only family you still have is those other people that birthed you, that were there with you the whole time, even if you don't accept them. That's the only understanding of family that you have now.
So what's the difference between family and friends? You can pick your friends, but you can't pick your family. Because your friends is like, I don't know.
You was born into a family, right?
No.
Wait. So what is a man and a wife and a child?
Under the same household, they're a family.
Okay, so you're born into a family. All right, then. You can be born into a family, but if you
Or you
choose
could be born to a single mother.
if you choose to walk away from those people and not call them family, you can also choose to make people around you family.
So single mothers ain't family?
Yeah.
No. That's
Single
your
mothers
first
with
question to
kids
you.
are family.
So
So-
single mothers ain't family?
Yes, they are.
Oh, okay.
Because they're your blood, you have to fuck with them.
I never said that. What I said
I just want
was
to hear his opinion on it. because
what
he
I'm
said
saying
it.
is if you never choose people in your life that are not like the people you're running away from, you've never created another family. You're just running back to the same people over and over. And now you're the family, the initial family.
Running back to them though? We left the motherfuckers alone.
You could leave them as many times as you want. The same type of people are going to keep reoccurring in your life
Why would they
until
keep
you.
reoccurring?
It's
Yeah.
a cycle. You're gonna keep running into the same type of
Listen.
like women who always say niggas ain't shit and keep fucking with the same type of niggas. It might be a different nigga up the block, but it's the same type of nigga.
Because they're not changing their type.
Exactly, is what I'm saying.
But
so if you keep
family,
if you keep choosing the same type of people in your life, it's basically
When-
going back to the family
you can't compare
that you.
dating and family because when you cut family off, it is a lot harder to cut family off. And when you cut family off, it is with purpose. People don't just cut family off just to be like, you niggas is boring. I ain't fucking with y'all. It don't work like that.
You do you do that with women?
Wait, what?
But what
Do you do that with women?
Really be like that.
You boring on fuck with you?
on what I'm on. Y'all do different shit than I do, so fuck y'all niggas. Like,
All right, so what about
So
when a
real shit.
woman has had, let's say her father used to abuse her,
Okay.
right? And yet she goes and dates a man who abuses her as well. She never got away from that. She never really, even though she could run as far as she wants, she never really got away from that family abuse. She just went and found it somewhere else.
I think.
that's a fucking coincidence.
Right,
No, it's not.
thank you.
Because
a winky
because
dink,
she's,
nigga.
she's so psychologically locked into that. She's gonna keep looking for it until she finds, until she goes, you know what? This isn't what I want. I want this, and then goes and gets that. That's when you've created a new family.
What if she find
So she
what if
still got
find
fuck with her
a person
dad?
being
I'm
the
lost.
person?
Now she's got a new family.
I think that.
But that's if she's looking for that.
I think that you feel like that if you cut off family, don't replace them with a new family, you'll never understand the essence of family. But sometimes you got to be your own family, and that happens.
Yep.
You can't fill a void with a substitute sometimes, right?
But you can't have something new until you let go of what was old.
You did let them go. You cut Moody.
Okay, just because you walk away from somebody, you don't answer their phone call doesn't mean you cut them off.
Not.
You still are attached to those people because you never really let that go. You never really let go what happened in your family. You never really let go of all the shit that it comes with because you still keep searching for it in other people.
So you let them go.
So once you let go of all the trauma, the emotional ties, everything that comes with that family, once you let that go and find the opposite of what you really need, then you can say you've built a new family.
No.
And it'll give you an understanding on how to build a proper family.
I'm going to say this
So you
why.
still fuck with them.
You don't even have to fuck with them.
Okay, now I get because I first I thought you said still fuck.
You don't have
So
to
this
fuck with
is
them.
what I'm saying. I'm going to say this is why I disagree because sometimes meeting that other person is what helps you get rid of that trauma and all of that hurt, whatever you dealt with your other family.
But that's what I'm saying the same shit. What I'm saying is,
But you said
if you're not looking for somebody that's different, somebody that's not bringing in the trauma, somebody that's not bringing in the problems, the same hurt that you've been going through with your family, if you're not trying to find the opposite of that, you're still technically dealing with your family and different people.
I think that's the thing. You feel like it's an emotional connection to it, and it's not. I may not cut you off because you did something wrong to me. I may not fuck with you because I just know you a bad person. That ain't got nothing to do with how you treat me or how you treat somebody else. I just know some of the shit you did, and I don't want to associate with that.
Yeah, but if
you
you
a known killer,
but
in
if
the
you
street,
go,
and I know this,
but if you
can't fuck with you.
But the thing
why do you judge a
if
killer?
you hang out with those same type of people, even if
I
they're
wanna
not
know, please.
your
Why
family,
would I hang out with the same type of people if I cut them off?
Because we were just talking about a
point.
football
That's
game, and
what
I
I'm
know what you said.
If
So
if you physically cut them off, but don't emotionally and mentally cut them off, you still are in the same cycle.
No, you're not.
If you don't,
oh God,
what I think.
what I do?
I think you're confusing again. Just because you cut somebody off don't mean there has to be time. Women cut niggas off all the time just because they're fucking annoying. They not seeking anything from that man. They just can't stand you, so they cut you off. That happens.
but women gonna cut you off emotionally before they cut you off physically. A woman's not gonna just.
That's not true.
Shit.
A bitch
And
cut you off physically.
Shit, if a woman's not emotionally attracted to you, she's not gonna fuck with you in the first place.
That's definitely not true at all.
Let me
I'm
tell you
not
something.
grasping
What
the
I've
topic,
learned today, I'm not lying to you. I tried this shit. I tested it out. I'm not making this shit up. I can't lie. I've watched multiple women pass me up just because I had on basketball shorts, a t-shirt, and my goddamn the headband maybe. Like no cap. I step outside with my forces on and my goddamn drip, and they be like,
We gonna kill him tonight.
he look like he got something. They looking at the physical, okay, this nigga might got something going for himself. If she already in the back of her head when you meet this woman that you got something going for yourself, that's how you get
Yeah,
off
but
top, that's
you
just how
can
women
you
are.
can get women. That's it's simple. You can
Don't
get
look at me, don't
women.
side eye me. Goddamn.
What I'm talking about
you
is-
know this shit.
It's keeping a woman and having a woman. You can't.
When you met this
you're not-
nigga, did he look like he had something?
Fuck no. So
So you was looking just like a
nigga, I look like this all the time.
So you ain't never kept a woman just with dick. You see, he got
Huh?
a roll.
No. No.
You ain't never just kept a woman with dick.
No.
You ain't living.
You
Shit.
ain't living then.
You
Wait,
ain't
what
living.
was the
Listen.
question?
When you get the
What was the
You ain't
question?
living. I asked him, had he ever kept a woman just with
nigga, you
dick?
ain't never heard.
Oh,
Dick and dick only. No emotions, no nothing. No
Listen.
conversation.
Let me tell you something.
That's the word.
I don't even have to put dick in a woman for her to really fuck with me. That's why.
That nigga from Memphis.
So
that nigga from Memphis.
so it's automatic. The first thing.
you know what that shit mean? Making easy money.
The first thing
All right,
is
I'ma
I
leave it
don't.
alone.
I don't even have to put dick in her. She's already attached because of who I am.
You
So
just said-
she emotionally attached herself.
But you just said that a woman wouldn't fuck with you unless they were attached to you emotionally. That's why I asked you that question. You ain't never just had a woman just with your dick. That's why I asked that. So what I'm saying is, do you agree that you've seen women get attached to niggas from just dick? Don't lie.
No.
Boy, you a goddamn
Look,
lie.
Let me tell you something. A lot of
Hold
women
up, what would you
attach.
just say? Hold up,
A lot of women attach emotions
What you
to
said?
that.
He said, has Moody ever seen a woman attached to a man simply because of dick and nothing else? Have you seen or experienced a woman that was dickmatized, as we like to call it?
No counting. There's some real shit. Look, and I don't beat me up. My mama. My dad. My dad. There you go.
There you go.
But
like
it's an emotional attachment to that.
Where?
What do you mean? Where women are emotional, so they emotionally attach.
Not all.
Shit.
Not all.
Shit. Even if they say they're not, they
We
are.
talked about them being all
So
masculine. and shit.
look.
They still emotional. They still emotional.
You telling me a woman can't feel good and high without being emotional?
Coming from a woman in the comments, she said she's seen it for herself.
There's still emotional attachment
There you
there.
go. Whoa.
The woman next to you, speaking to the mic.
I said I seen it happen.
It's still an emotional attachment.
Where?
Dick is free. That shit is everywhere. Niggas is
but
passing that
it's
shit out
physical.
like
It's physical.
But if
What
it's
I'm
good
saying
dick, they
is-
gonna be attached.
shit. They're emotionally attached.
So you
Most-
never had a woman like you had sex with a woman, she ain't just got attached or got crazy because
See, this is not comments I
Ain't
want to be
nobody
making.
saying all
So,
women.
you know,
I asked very specific.
what I'm saying is they was emotionally attached.
Where would the emotions come in at?
Shit, I broke their heart multiple times.
The
So,
first
what I'm saying is,
No, there was no emotions.
so when you walk away, you ain't breaking her heart.
Hold up, but let's slow down.
So she just like, all right, I see you later,
telling
partner.
me that right now you ain't ever in your life fuck a woman, girl, whatever you want to call her, and she wasn't just dickmatized before she got emotionally attached to you?
No,
It'd
because
probably be her.
because-
you don't even know.
anyway,
No, I'm serious. She could have been dickmatized first before she emotionally attached herself to you.
Don't ask her. Don't answer
Don't
if
even,
you
we ain't
ask.
not gonna, but I'm just saying.
she said yeah. She said yeah.
So that's what it
But
was.
I know.
So was it like you was dickmatized before you emotionally really got attached to him?
No.
But you just said she said yeah.
I know.
What's going
No,
on?
I was saying yes, something else.
Oh, I was like, boy, y'all going crazy.
Look, there is always to tell somebody that you ever heard the saying "fool me once, shame on you."
Yeah.
Fool me twice, I cut your ass. It's like this.
Damn, I ain't never heard that one.
That's why it says
It should be.
forgive, but it don't say to forget, right? Because regardless of even if you remember what you can always remember what your family did, and those are life lessons. That's why it's like going to school. This is the school of family. You gonna remember everything they did, so history won't repeat itself. You're not supposed to forget, and you're not letting go. Everyone has their different versions of let go.
There's only one way to let go.
No, it's not only one
Yes,
way
it
to
is.
let go.
There's only one way to let go.
In your opinion.
If you ain't never let go, you ain't never let go.
Nah, you don't know what somebody done did. Some people hold on to shit and use it as fuel. That don't mean that they let that consume their life. Michael Jordan never let go.
Look.
Michael Jordan
You told me
never
let go of this cup.
No.
let
Michael
go of the cup.
Jordan never let go of not making this school team in the 6th grade. And we fucking talking about Michael Jordan.
What the nigga say?
6 rings later.
And it was at that moment I was offended.
Hey, what the nigga say? And I took that
I
personally.
took it personally, nigga.
Listen,
You get what I'm saying?
you never let go if
Nah,
you never let go.
You can't really
Simple.
just.
If you don't let go, you ain't let go.
No, there are different ways to
Listen,
let go.
I can hold on to this cup. You tell me let go and I do this, I never let go of the cup. I just took a couple fingers off. Never let go.
Oh my God.
No, that's not how that works.
So
That's literally how shit works.
That's literally how shit works.
Good one, nigga. You made a good one.
That's-
That nigga said I can
You know
let
what?
go.
Someone told me once.
But that don't mean I let go.
Someone told me one time.
But that's the thing.
So look, someone said
You can
you
let
can
go.
try to do something as much as you want. If I say try to look at your phone, try and pick your phone up right now. If you do this, you pick your phone up. You didn't try. You picked that bitch up. That's not trying. You did. So once you let go, that's letting go. But if you still doing this, you ain't let that shit go. You put it down, but you ain't let that shit go.
Can we let go of this topic and move on to something else?
If a tourist drops shit into a river, it's still bullshit. So
Yeah, it is.
what I'm saying is, Moody, there's different ways of letting things go.
There's only one way to let go.
And however you choose to use that as
Let the shit
fuel
go.
is however you use it. That's just what it is.
So when water is frozen, is it still water?
Yes.
It's frozen
ice.
water.
It's ice, nigga.
It's frozen water.
It's ice though. You have to
frozen
melt it for it to be water.
Oh,
What's
Lord.
the number one ingredient in ice?
Shit, air, nigga.
Listen. that's
It's
number
hydrogen,
two.
actually.
It is, though.
It's hydrogen.
Yeah. So guys,
It's
y'all hear this? Ohio, out of all
Oh
fucking
hell
places,
no! I heard it.
weak ass Cleveland, Ohio. A bill will pass to allow pregnant women to sue men for unintended pregnancies.
They the ones that be trapping niggas.
Ooh, coming from a woman. Can you say that? In
And
the
that
mic,
will be the end of our
please?
podcast.
Say that in the mic, please.
I said the women be the ones to trap niggas.
That's some bullshit. Go ahead.
How
How?
you trap somebody when
Just like
both
we
of
was
y'all
just
had sex?
saying.
Exactly.
They emotionally attached to the dick, so they gonna want to trap a nigga like, ooh,
Oh,
I
you
like the
saying the
dick.
women?
Yes, I'm saying
Oh,
the women.
okay.
I didn't say the
I
men.
thought you said the niggas do. I was
Oh,
gonna
no,
say,
No.
man, you knew you should have let that.
Still, how
Niggas
do
do
you-
that shit too. Niggas
No, I was about to say
female.
niggas be doing it.
They
Not
do
as
that
often
shit.
as women do it though.
Niggas might, some niggas be like, oh, I'm gonna keep this bitch forever, get her
But
pregnant.
see, that's the thing.
But
Niggas do that shit.
But
Women
that's the thing.
has the choice whether, hey nigga, you need to put on a condom before you fuck me.
Yeah, let me put a hole in that condom. I still broke your
But
choice.
that's what I'm saying. But that's what
Come
I'm
on
saying.
now.
Men have listen. Sex is consensual. Sex is two parties coming together. If a baby comes out of it, ain't nobody get trapped. Both of us knew what the fuck comes out of a vagina
part
9
too.
months later after a man skeets inside it. We all know this. How you trap motherfuckers?
And I mean, my thing is this:
Poking holes
if you
in
watch
condoms.
season 1, 2, and 3, you
Holding
already
it.
know. I used to pull up and didn't pull out, but that's the motto. I pull up, I don't pull out. So, as grown folks,
How many
legitimately,
kids you got?
Hey, you still pulling out though, or you not pulling out no more? You
Not
said
pulling
used
out no
to.
more.
You don't pull out.
no,
Pulling out's for
done.
losers.
Yeah, it defeats the purpose. But anyway,
Who defeats the purpose?
You say this guy's playing.
it defeats the purpose.
Hell no.
Why would you pull out?
I pull up and wear a Jimmy, nigga. That's
Only thing
what we on.
Hey, only
That's
thing,
what I'm saying.
only thing I pull out is pistols.
Okay.
You ain't
So,
gotta
but-
pull out if you got a condom on. That's funny.
No,
you know what?
not that. But it's just
Nah,
the
pull
point
that bitch
of
out.
if, as adults, if you're having that conversation, there is no such thing as an unintended pregnancy.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I put that out there, it should be a conversation.
No, it's wrong because somebody can be raped. So yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
but that's-
In consensual
Consensual,
sex.
yeah.
Consensual sex.
When we both agree that this is what we're gonna do,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, you should know that
If-
this is gonna
if
be a
we both
possibility.
decide we gonna fuck, and then 6 weeks later she start getting a little pudge, and it shouldn't be no he trapped me or she trapped me. It's like, nigga, we knew what the fuck we was doing when
Yeah.
I
we did
don't
it.
understand why females and niggas get offended by the conversation about condoms, like before sex. Like, no, nigga, what is we doing? Like, we strapping on, we
I've dealt
strapping
with
on.
that before, but lately, like, it's nigga, if you
And see,
But that's it. But that's it right there. It's like you've already decided how you felt about it. Did you feel the need to discuss it with the motherfucker you was finna bust a nut in?
I don't discuss shit because if this is how I look at it, I ain't gonna even cap. I can literally be fucking with somebody and be like, damn, that pussy look like it's gonna be good. I want to go wrong. Like it's already. I don't even discuss this shit.
Well, you just discussed it.
But I'm saying with myself.
Cause she, hell no, nigga, say it to her. What
No, I don't.
You should.
I don't.
But see, that's the thing.
That ain't
The
consensual.
reason why I
Cause
started
I be
saying
in my
that.
head, I be like, damn, this bitch fine, ass fat, pretty teeth, eyes blue. Hey, look,
discuss it.
I'm about to bust this nut in this bitch. I'm sorry,
my God.
but then you got one of them.
Damn.
This bitch is like Bernie Mac by the head.
Why you fucking her? Why you fucking
Hey,
these bitches?
But a booty fat.
Look at these bitches.
Hey, look like Bernie Mac by the head, but booty fat in the motherfucker. I'm gonna go throw this condom on because I don't want no baby that
Hey,
look like
that's
Bernie
how you determine
my
the
God.
common woman?
But here's the thing. I started saying that because
I don't fuck
you
bitches
get
like
to a
that.
time and point in life where you just don't want to slang dick with just anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you want
that's how,
that one consistent person.
That's how I should
and
automatically
with
be
that
from the
one
beginning.
consistent person, you
Ah, this nigga in love and shit.
pulling up
Look,
and pulling out, and that's just what it
that
is.
nigga in love and shit.
I don't even think it's in love or no shit like that. I think.
Ain't nothing wrong about being in
I
love.
think-
though.
It sends a message.
I think that when we're teenagers and you got that good testosterone pumping through you, that early testosterone, you ready to slang it on anybody, right? But as you get, for real.
No, I feel that.
No,
I
that
feel that.
17, 18, 19, nigga.
On anybody?
Nigga, bitch been over.
Hold on, slow down. Let this nigga slow down.
I
He said
agree.
on.
Oh, any female, any
You know-
female.
Oh my God, bro. You know what the fuck I mean.
I'm just saying. Hold on. Wait
And
a
I ain't
minute.
finna say pause, nigga. We know what we talking about. What I'm saying
You just
is,
did, though.
when you young, you ready to slang that motherfucker. When you get older,
More
you
mature.
realize all that fucking wasted testosterone wasted on these
Yeah.
bitches. They ain't never deserved no dick. They
Exactly.
ain't deserved no motherfucker.
So am I still young?
I don't know, nigga.
Cause I'm still willing to slang that bitch. I swear to God, I'm still willing.
No, stop that.
Why?
Your dick post cost, nigga.
Man, it
Dick
do
ain't
cost.
free no more.
It ain't free.
City boy, city boy.
I'm
one.
gonna tell you why it ain't free. Because it may not be the physical green paper I get in my hand for this motherfucker, but when it come to you cooking food for it, nigga, you done did something. You done did something for me.
What did I say 30 minutes ago? Everything in life is transactional.
Hell yeah.
You gotta expect something. What were you expecting? What were you giving? Understand it was transactional. Did you get what you expected?
Hell no. Sometimes I didn't, but it was still a transaction though.
Motherfucker.
It was still a transaction. I'm telling you, it was. It was something.
I think Ohio is sending the wrong message.
Hell yeah.
I think they're sending the wrong message, and I think they're opening up a can of worms that they ain't really in the face. Because honestly, who's to say what's intentional and what's not? You know what I mean? One thing I do know, and this is not every female, but we know females lie. Mm-hmm. And then Eminem said, but I guess that's just what's let's do.
You know, a little
How
boy
could it
was.
never be just us two? I never loved you enough to trust you. We just met, and I just fucked you.
You know, a little boy was hanged over a woman that just said some shit. So,
What?
Emmett Till.
What the fuck are you talking about, Kobe Bryant?
A little boy was hanged over a woman.
When?
Over a woman saying some shit.
When?
Emmett Till. He was hanged over a woman.
You said
Saying
some
some
shit.
shit.
Hold on.
We know what kind of woman.
There
I'm
is
just
a
saying.
lot of
It's
women that get it away
Some
with
2022 shit.
Right. That's what
It's
I was
still
about to say.
happening. It's still,
still happening.
still happening today.
Oh my God.
We just ain't getting physically hung.
Listen,
Here you go again. Nation Moody has entered the chat.
we've already told you that white women value one thing more than anything, and it ain't the British Broadcasting Channel. So, when that shit happens now, it is gonna be far and in between. Far and in between. But I think Ohio, their legislative with abortions going away and all this other stuff, I think that's their. Well, guys, you could just sue if you have an unintended pregnancy. Niggas ain't got money like that, no way. So
You ain't getting
Well,
shit.
I don't even think
You
it's-
can't even get
I don't
a
think it's
child support
that.
check.
I don't even think it's that. I think our lawmakers are just deciding to do whatever the fuck they want to do with women's vaginas, and women are taking advantage of it. Like
I mean,
abortion.
it's
right?
like men taking
like
advantage of women.
as men, we've talked about fucking child support and abortion, trying to get crazy laws passed where, you know, we can back out of it if we choose to, because she can back out of it if she chooses to.
Yeah.
But we don't get that same energy.
yeah,
Women win that one, right?
Yep.
When it comes to getting children, you know, all after divorces and shit, women win that. It's like nobody gives a fuck about the man's journey through life. In this country or just in general. Nobody gives a fuck about it, and we just stomach it and keep going, right? But at the same time, you got like slut marches and shit where they want to do whatever the fuck they want to do and want us to just accept it. I don't know. Shit's just weird. I wouldn't, nigga, I'm rambling right now, but
But
shit
you're making
fucked up.
valid points
Ohio,
on some dumb
kiss
shit.
my ass. Don't be skeeting in Ohio, nigga.
Cleveland
You
does
say-
not rock.
That shit that
Best thing to come out of Cleveland was Drew Carey. After that, I don't got shit for you. Don't say LeBron. He from
I was
Akron.
gonna say, didn't LeBron?
He from Akron.
Oh,
It's Akron zone. That's what he got tatted on his back. Akron. With that being said, y'all, that is definitely our show.
it's raining like a motherfucker.
It's
out
raining
there.
like a motherfucker outside here in Texas. We needed that here at beautiful Royal Lane Studio. Let's go ahead and go over here to this corner to get these closing comments.
Yeah, so I'm gonna close everybody out. A young black man was hanged
Oh my God.
because of somebody saying things that shouldn't have been said, and today they still don't want to prosecute her. So if y'all know where she stayed, be safe. Other things being said, look, let go and really let go. Don't just say I let go and still chasing the same shit you ain't never let go of. Let that shit go for real. That's all I'm gonna say.
Like Moody ain't let go of that topic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Holding on to that motherfucker.
Go ahead.
Lena, what you got?
So we was just jumping from topic to topic.
Let it go.
We ain't finished the whole family thing.
We didn't. We gonna have to
So
revisit that.
I'm gonna just say, you ain't fucking with them. Don't fuck with them.
That part.
There you go.
Moving on.
That part.
Wow.
I be laughing. Look, remember that? Hey, I'm gonna speak on what we started on. I feel like it's okay for women to be masculine,
I don't.
just a certain amount of it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. I agree with that.
Men, I do not think it's okay for you to be feminine, but if
No.
you are, look, the
agree with
LGB, how you
that.
say it?
The ABC community.
I am not mad at you, my brother or sisters. Y'all do y'all thing. I'm not mad at y'all. I don't judge nobody. But if you a real gentleman, it's not okay for you to be feminine. Now, if you go get your nails done and cleaned up, it's cool. But when you start,
Getting painted.
yeah, let's go. You get what I'm saying? It's cool when
Candy coated.
they do it. It's a
No, it
problem.
ain't.
It's a problem when I do. I ain't got no closing comments, man. Pass.
Pass.
There you go. Pass. Go
This
ahead.
motherfucker said pass.
I ain't got no closing
Damn,
comments.
we lose the camera?
I done said what I had to say.
Closing comments on some Lil Wayne shit. I just want to say, America, we have come a very long way, but we are still light years behind where I feel like we should be for things of this nature, as far as talking about masculinity and femininity. I think Stanley has some very valid points about having a piece and being able to identify both masculinity and femininity, but we also have to remember that you have to have balance
Yeah.
in between all of it. There is a such thing as too much of something, and don't no man want to be with no woman that has too much, masculinity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's all fun and game. I got a whole bunch of partners. I ain't gonna put a name out there, but I got a stud homie. And
I'm
she
dead.
always want to be one of the boys until I asked her to help me move an oven up the stairs. Then shit changed. You know what I'm saying? So, I always keep that in mind. It's all jokes.
Sometimes.
Also, coming up very soon, it is that time of the year for the Battle of the Sexes episode. That is right. It is that time of year for the Battle of the Sexes episode.
Ooh, I got
We
a
are
good one for that.
Here in the wonderful, new, beautiful studio here at Royal Lanes, located at 6400 what is the street? Maple Avenue in Dallas, Texas. At 6400 Maple Avenue here in Dallas, Texas, where we will be hosting the Battle of the Sexes. This year, we plan on having a lot of fun. Podcast room is a lot bigger than what it was at the last studio, and we got a lot more play areas in here as well. So if you're wanting to be on the Battle of the Sexes episode, please reach down and reach out to any one of us so we can go ahead and kind of vet you, see if you're going to be a good fit, because it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. We need some new blood.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
For
It's
sure.
gonna be, definitely want some new characters to come through this year. 'Cause
Men
we're
and
gonna have
women.
A lot of fun.
Men and women.
Men and women. So
But mostly women, because we need some more women on panel.
That is very much so true.
Just to have their opinions.
Yeah, because I took a poll and they said you were sexist.
Good.
I always remember a gentleman never
Damn.
gets to tell him.
And a gangster never fucking snitch.
And we about this bitch.
Yo.
Not you being sexy.
Wait, what?
Well,
I love to talk some asshole, so. Anybody that don't agree with me usually says, you're an asshole. Okay.
look, boy.
Buzz, everyone needs to protect themselves, take the pill, and wear a condom. I mean, if they had banned birth control,
No.
Yeah, they do. They got
No. I'm not saying they do or don't. I'm saying men don't need to take that shit.
hell no, we don't. That
Listen,
part.
you see what it did to women?
Exactly.
All them hormones all fucked off, nigga. Hell no, you can't give me that shit.
Hey man, I'm talking about. I'm
They got
fucking
it,
girl.
just
She
don't
can't
take
even nut.
Bro,
Vibrator and all. Vibrator and all.
hormones all fucked off.
Vibrator and
you
all.
fucking with a girl, she can't even nut.
Send her to me.
Bro.
I'll make that. Hey,
Her body is malfunctioning.
deep in that hole. Say, man.
I feel that. I was with a girl like that.
I had to make sure. I had to make sure from the dick because I was fucking good in my body. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I put in some of my best work. You ain't done it.
Yeah, bitch. And then I did the little vibrator thing. I said, you coming?
Bitch, get out my
Get
bed.
out. It's a
So
wrap.
donkey
Yeah,
what the
yeah.
fuck you making noise?
Yeah. All that hollering and shit. Hurry up and bust a nut. I gotta go to work in the morning.
Oh, you know, when you said that, you sounded like Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm on that bitch. Oh, my mama. Hey, man. Believe it or not, you digmatize somebody. I'm going to just say that.
Listen, I ain't saying it wasn't good enough to do it. I'm just saying it started off.
No.
Emotional
I
connection
heard
first.
exactly what you said.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm letting you know, you have digmatized. Most,
Everything
9 times
is
out of 10,
emotional
most
connection.
men digmatize women when they need them. Off the rip. Yes.
But most of them are primed already to be digmatized. That's why they try to keep their pussy to themselves for so long.
True.
They be primed ready for it, bro.
Because they be like, if I get some dick, I know I'm going to be cuckoo for some dick. Like,
Yeah. But again, all the expectations need to be put on the table before we
yeah, I'll
get to
tell
that
you,
point.
look, straight up. I'm going to tell you right now. I got your number because I saw that fat ass of yours.
And that's all
And
I'm
I saw
trying to
that
fool
big
with.
ass wolf pussy. I saw that big motherfucker. That nigga said wolf.
Wolf pussy.
Yeah, I can tell that.
Oh,
I can,
motherfucker.
the little ass short.
No, pussy's an animal, man.
Yeah, wolf
It's
pussy.
not bestiality. I ain't fucking with
Nah, I
it.
ain't gonna say that. You ain't never
You
had
ain't never had no wolf pussy.
that monkey.
Boy,
When that motherfucker.
he only had kitty cat. He only had kitty cat.
Oh, yeah. So you done had hippo nothing. That's all you done had. He ain't never fucking real man.
No moose knuckles, huh?
You know what I'm talking about?
No moose nothing.
That motherfucker sitting heavy, man.
Hippo nothing.
Goddamn, girl.
Dog head. Them milk.
Yeah.
Hippo nothing. I ain't seen them motherfuckers.
Said
Fuck.
he only had kitty cat.
That motherfucker wet too.
He
I ain't
just touched a
gonna
little
lie.
bit in the purr, nigga.
That motherfucker hippo nothing wet.
That's all it is.
It was a what you call on
I
Facebook.
want motherfucker growl at me when I come in the room. Calm down, bitch.
$20 million. What would you, I think, stick around with for 2 hours to fight? A lion, a gorilla, a hippo, and an alligator. For 2 hours? For 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that 20 mil. Because a hippo will fuck you up if you don't believe it.
On for real.
An alligator on land runs 30 miles per hour, and a human being can.
But they can't keep up that
they
tempo.
can- Yeah.
I-
They can run games.
You can outrun an alligator if you
Yeah.
know it's coming. You can outrun an
I
alligator.
mean, how many?
You gotta get that head start.
Yeah, so say if I know, okay, Gator gonna be on my ass.
Gators, side to side, no bueno.
Right,
Yeah, that part.
they ain't
What you
catching no
mean,
wide receiver.
You going
Juke, baby, juke.
zigzagging? No bueno. They good at running straight. They the same boat.
But even so, they don't do that for too long.
Not for too long. They run out of
I'm gonna
gas.
tell you
Think because of how they eat. What do? They jump out the water, snatch you, and go back in the
But you
water.
also have to remember this. They're not talking about taking that animal on in your territory. You taking that animal on in his territory.
That's what I'm
Nah, I'm not fucking with
That
it.
isn't specified.
I'm not fucking with it, man.
Because
And I'm definitely not fighting a gorilla.
Hell no,
What?
man.
No.
that nigga goes first. It ain't no question about him. He gonna fuck you up. I'm talking about he gonna hold you. Come here, nigga.
For fun. For fun.
For fun.
Hey, I'm gonna say, hey, bro, with all due respect, you can take him on out the picture.
Yeah.
Hey, wrap the hippo on up with him.
Yeah.
Now the gator, we can talk.
Yeah. Now, I'm not fucking with no bear.
There's a chance with the bear.
No, it's not.
It's small.
No, listen.
Which bear